So you have a quiet little peaceful moment right now. All right, well, howdy. Welcome back to another video. Today we are out in a nature reserve area by the Royal Botanical Gardens. Just starting with some early morning photography. Right now mostly just a bunch of birds, and especially swans. There's some Canadian geese, there's ducks, a bunch of stuff right now. They're moving all over. So the water there's a lot of ripples and movement in it. So I'm just waiting for the perfect moment where everything dies down a little bit. That's probably a seagull too, wow. Sounds like a car engine, that's funny. Overlooking the bay, but we're doing it from the furthest this side. Whereas a few weeks ago, I think we were doing the Hamilton Loop Trail. Now we're well on this side, close enough to actually water down. And I already found my first composition. We have a little outcropping, an island sort of sitting out. And as the light is slowly starting to fill up in the sky, it is really starting to light up a lot of the trees on the top of it and a bit of the backdrop. But there's very little light itself on the actual composition. So as I'm zooming in, I'm getting only a little bit of the island right now, as it is quite dark. So we're at f14, 6/10 of a second. It was so peaceful driving over here this morning. We took the scooter and it was about 12, maybe 13 degrees. And it was a bit chillier than the past couple of weeks, that's for sure. The seasons, they are changing, which is good too, because at least come fall, the trees will actually start getting that deep orange and that deep red. I wonder how shallow the water is. I see the birds walking over there. So it can't be very deep. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at now. And then there is the island that we're taking a picture of. It's a bit of a better frame for you. Make sure focus is tack sharp. Could punch in a little bit more, clear up a little bit of the sides. So here's what a 1-to-1 crop would look like. So we're now down to 0.3 of a second. All right, now we have a 4x3 that does open up a bit more, creating a bit more of a letterbox. And as this is a full frame camera, the sensor is 2.3, so at least we're not losing quite as much resolution. But before we do anything else, let's try bringing down this top a little bit. Perfect. F13, 3.3 of a second. So we'll try the 16:9. It brings in a little bit more of the foreground, introducing more of the birds. And we'll see how this looks. All right, now let's just introduce a bit more of it on this side. Let's introduce, I don't really like that aspect of it though. If I go over too much, see these, I think they're lily pads, or maybe it's a bit of dirt in the actual water. Doesn't look great, put it that way. And there is a bit of steam coming off the water. If we look over here, we still have some steam coming off of the water from this early morning. Could also use the 1.6 crop just to pull it in a little bit more. So I got a couple of pictures already, and I took a pano of this area just in case later on I want to stitch it together. But for now, we're going to start riding on a little bit further, see if we can find another composition further down the trail. Oof. Dang, this hill. All right. Well, now the sun is really starting to pop up. So earlier when I was riding down here, I found a little spot that it was a bit higher up for this trail here. So I thought we'll ride back up there, see how the trail looks. And if not, when the sunlight starts hitting where I was earlier, we'll come back. Property managed and owned by the Royal Botanical Gardens. All right. Wow, what a view. Oh, we have the light just starting to crest up here. Oh, all right. So we just finished grabbing some drone footage. Over here, there are a couple of interesting trees, at least with some nice background. But we're gonna go up on top of the hill, see if we can see anything over the bay. There's almost no clouds in the sky, so the sky is very uninteresting right now. So I'm hoping from a much higher vantage point like this, it should cut out most of the sky. That's the plan. Now there is also a spot over there as well. I believe it was called Princess Point. I was thinking of starting our excursion over there, but I decided against it. Mostly it's just this side of the harbor looks so much nicer, so much more peaceful. You can see a lot more boats and other stuff on the other side. So just right here, it was kind of perfect. All right, F16, 1/80th of a second. It's hard to describe, but right now I'm trying to get focus in the camera. So we got one photograph. We went into 1.6 times zoom. I believe that brings it up to an 85 millimeter. Now we do throw away a fair amount of pixels, so I don't always like doing it. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to show you this composition. The sunlight is really washing me out right now. Seeing the back of the screen, even putting your eye up to this, it's really difficult to see anything. And I have it on the automatic brightness. Everything's turned up to the maximum right now. It's probably just chewing through the battery. That's okay. I'm gonna bring the camera over here and just show you guys where you'll see the little outcropping of the islands. Let's hope it's not wobbling too much. So this is the island I was talking about, the little outcropping. There is a little buoy or someone sitting there in a kayak. Looks like a buoy. You can also see the vessel right over here. Right over there somewhere, you can just see the boat poking out. So somebody must have stopped in that little natural harbor over there to protect themselves. Although today, I want to say maybe 4, maybe 5 kilometer-an-hour winds. It's very mild out today. And though I started off riding out here this morning and it was quite warm, once you get up here, it's starts warming up really quickly. As you see the cityscape right there for Hamilton, you see all the high-rise buildings and everything. I'm thinking I might take a picture of that just for the heck of it. Now you can just see him starting to move. Kind of have a feeling to go explore up there a little bit more. So we're just gonna go have a look, see one more time, just to see. we're gonna start making our way back down to my scooter, and we may go back down to where I started today's session, sorry. We may go back down over there and go look around and see if the light has changed very much, because it's still a little bit shadowed down there. So it might still be just a little bit more interesting. And if not, we'll probably ride around somewhere else now. You can see how the high-rise buildings, plus the great big bay over there, just sort of almost drawing you into it. It's a really nice photograph to frame up over here. Thanks for stopping by the channel today, guys. I'm starting to get a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna head home. Do me a favor, like the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more landscape photography. We'll catch you guys again next time.